Hello, welcome to my channel. Renso here. Let's paint a new portrait today. Okay, I have here a titanium white, cadmium yellow light, cadmium red deep, cadmium red, alizarin crimson, raw umber, cobalt blue, and ivory black. I'm going to start sketching with a little bit of raw umber. I toned my canvas with acrylics. Hello, JJ. Let's see. First, as usually, start just blocking bigger shapes, simple shapes. Okay. Let me see. Step back. That's gonna be okay for the size of the head. I should move it a little bit up, or maybe smaller. I wanna draw the eyes, the center line of the face here first. Center line of the face. Now a line for the eyebrows, the nose, the chin. Okay. I'm squinting down my eyes. I just want to make this insinuate the eyes. I want to see the size of the face. If I need to make it bigger, I think that's okay. I think I should move it a little bit to the left. I have too much space here. No, that's okay. I think that's okay. Hello, Paul. Okay. Okay, first I'm just going to block the shadows. I need a bigger brush for that. This one I think is gonna be okay. I'm gonna mix raw umber with a little bit of orange, yellow and red. Okay, I'm squinting down my eyes and I see this and this. Okay, when I say that, I'm saying that I'm squinting down my eyes, I mean, I'm doing that, but at the same time, I have a picture that is a bit darker. I did it with Photoshop. Usually I got, I mean, not always, but when I see a portrait that I think that's gonna be kind of difficult to capture, the likeness or anything, what I do is I create a darker version, okay, and a lighter one. Okay. Now I have, let me show you here. Okay, I have here an image like this one. Do you want to see on the screen? You see this one? That's darker. Okay. In that way, I don't have to squint down my eyes all the time, every minute. But anyway, I squint down my eyes all the time. But from time to time, I check out that picture, and I have a lighter one. Okay. Now you're gonna see then. I mean, it's attached for my patrons. On my Patreon account, you can join as a free member, free. You don't have to pay anything. Don't pay anything, just free. I recommend some people that they want to see the live streams. Some people sometimes tell me that they don't get the notifications from YouTube, from Google. And what I do is I place the link to the live stream on my Patreon account, and there I attached 2 more photographs that I have created to see more details, more values, more details. When I light up the picture, I see obviously more details on the shadows, and when I darken up the picture, I see easily just the darkest shadows and it's just easy for me to, for example, see a shape here that looks like a triangle. Look at this shape, so clear. It's so clear in the regular photograph, but when I darken up the photograph, I see this even obviously is more visible. Okay, the hand is here, and this little dinosaur there. I'm not using any medium, it's just oil paint. It's not like sometimes I use a medium. When I use a medium, I use linseed oil. It's up to you to use in medium. You know, that's okay. Any medium is okay. Hello, Mario. Is this a normal cotton canvas? Yes, it is. Hello, Mark. It is. I prepare my canvases with 3 layers of gesso or 3 layers of satin wall paint. Okay, and I tone it with acrylic. I prepared, I remember, raw umber and orange on a bottle, in a bottle, you know, with a lot of water, and that's why I have this tone. And I just love to use the canvas, a portion of the canvas, as a palette. Okay, I got the shadows. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna just now use another bigger brush for the lights on the face. We can start with 3, 4, 5 values, or as simple as just 2 values. One for light, the other one for the shadow. Hello, Sowat. Hello, Wolfpack Studios. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm gonna mix orange here, just yellow, a little bit of camion red, and white. Okay, I'm gonna knock down this orange with a little bit of raw umber. You gotta see the face, you know, it's a bit warmer, a bit cooler. Just cool down the color a bit more and a bit more. Now I'm gonna use this other brush again. Go back to the other one. Okay, I need another brush. I'm gonna use a little bit of red here and white. I'm painting the reddish areas on the face, cheeks, nose, chin, mouth, and eyelids. You choose how much you use add, how much red you add to those areas. Hello Terry, hello Ni and Ki hello Q, hello Michael. What about the background? You know, I think I'm going to add more green to the background. Yeah, here. I have here a green that I love. This is emerald green. I'm gonna put down a little bit here. I think that's too bright. Knocking down with a little bit of raw umber. I love raw umber to knock down any color. Maybe I should knock down this green more like a bluish green. Yeah. Blue and white. Something like that. Or a combination between both. You know? I mean, I still see a little bit of the greenish color, this bright green, and this bluish green. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should paint it darker. You know, here's the face. There's light on the face, light on the background. Okay, the only thing that separates the face from the background is the hair. I think that's okay. I think that's good enough. I don't need anything more. Maybe I'm gonna make this area a little bit darker. Even adding pure black just here. Separate the face to create more contrast. Hello, Sherry. Oh, hello, Monique. Oh, is it working? Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Hello, Anil Swami. Okay. Now I have this doubt. I should have painted the background darker. Anyway. Another thing that I was thinking that she has crossed eyes on this picture because she's looking to this dinosaur that's so close to her face. I gotta be careful with that. think the eyes are too big. Anyway, painting a portrait is just like that. Oh, I see something that this core shadow here, that's going to create a really rounded volume of this area. And another core shadow. Remember, just check out a sphere, and you're going to understand what's a core shadow. And see a core shadow all this way, going down like this. Like that. It's, you know, it's to create this volume here, rounded volume on this area. And if there is a core shadow, it's gonna be a reflected light. Okay. Light here, light here. There's gonna be another core shadow here because all this is cylindrical. Okay, the same way on the hair. Maybe you don't notice, but there is light. I'm gonna use it to. When there is light here, the light goes to a mid-tone, to a darker shadow, and then another mid-tone pretty lightly. Okay, pretty lightly, something that maybe we don't notice, but that happens on every rounded form. And then obviously the brush strokes go in this way. That's the way to create a rounded volume. Okay. Just 1 second. I'm back. Hello, Manuel. Mari is asking me, do you always make the core shadows darker than the reflected light, even if you don't see it in the reference? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because the core shadow exists, it's there. If you don't see it, it doesn't mean that it's not there. It has to be there. That's why I always the thing is that when you're painting on a prima, it's not just about copying the picture. It's all the knowledge that you have, all the things about the core shadow, edges, proportions, that all those, you gotta just think about all those things when you're painting. Not just copying exactly this value or this another value. For example, and I'm gonna paint the light on the face. Okay, let's make it this color here. And if I try to copy just the picture, I'm gonna be trying to be really careful that the color is there, like this one, like this one, like this one. But if I use the knowledge I have, I know for sure that all those highlights are not the same. If the light source is coming from the left, definitely the light on the forehead, it should be brighter than the light on the chin. Okay? And when you know that, you have an advantage. Now, what's another area in the face that's coming forward? And you see it so clearly on the darker photograph, the nose. Why? Because the nose, the plane of the nose, this is facing almost perpendicularly to the light source. That makes the highlight on the nose the lightest one. Yeah? And just, for example, that kind of save time when you work just copying obviously what you see, and at the same time painting what you know. Both things working together. Okay? It's not just one thing. Hello, Almasi. Thank you. Obviously, it's not like you're gonna work from memory. No, it's just for little things, little details. That's something that you get with practice by repeating the same and again and again. I mean, that's what practice is, just repetition. Okay. Now I'm squinting down my eyes. I see, for example, here, this shadow is dark, and then this here. I'm gonna use a little bit of glistening crimson, and then this here, then the eye, then here, yeah, the core shadow there, the eyebrow. Okay. No, but what I see on my painting is that I have this shadow too dark, and now that's something that I need to adjust. Okay, here I need to make it lighter. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now to work on volume, to complete volume of any rounded area. For example, here on the cheekbone, I mentioned the core shadow, the one that goes like this. It goes like this. There's gotta be light. The light. Where's the light? Here. This area is pretty good to practice this. The values. You just compare the values that you see on any sphere. Print out the sphere from the internet, and you're gonna just know what I'm speaking about. It's pretty simple. The difficult thing is to apply it. The difficult thing is to think about that while you're trying to copy something. It's just like you gotta get used to, for a few seconds, to ignore what you see and just paint what you know. Few seconds, few minutes. It's not like we paint from memory. It's just that we need the support. It's just like you go to a meeting and you go with a book under your arm. Yeah, it's something like that. Now another thing that came into place is color. When you think about color, for example, I start thinking, I want more contrast. What am I gonna do with the light? If I just add white, I'm gonna make it lighter, but it's not gonna be bright. If I add a touch of yellow to the white, I'm gonna make this highlight a little bit brighter. If I add green, you all have seen me doing this. I do it every time. With a touch of yellow, this highlight is gonna look brighter. Yeah, and now you choose. That's contrast. That's contrast. That's color theory. Contrast between colors, just to make one color looks brighter and lighter than the other, because it's surrounded by different colors. It's not just a gradation from light to shadow. Okay. If you want to learn more, join my Patreon. No, I explain everything here. My Patreon account is if you want to paint along with me. If you for real want to get your skills to the next level, that's basically painting live on a live session and with limited time. that would be 5-6 hours. That's what we do on my Patreon account. We draw on Thursdays nights. Today we paint Friday mornings. We paint different subject Friday mornings. Still life. I mean, it's different subject. And Sundays we paint portraits. A little bit of pink here. Now this light on the eye is kind of pinky. It's going to be a little bit different from the light on the cheek that I added a little bit of green. It's not like a huge difference. Let me see. Let me show you. You see the green and yellow there? Yeah, a little bit. Has to do something at some point on the paint. Maybe not now. I barely see it. Yeah. I see light here. When I'm painting this area, I gotta be sure that this light is not as bright as the light here. It's a mute light and it's not as lighter. Okay, sometimes we just pay attention to that little area and we add a highlight, let's say something like that. And you got this light as light as the light here. Just keep thinking that you can now repeat on the lights and highlights all over the face. I went over the green, now it's gone. I'm gonna need to paint that again. But that's okay, that happens with your paints. We paint something, we erase it, we paint again. Okay, let's see. I've got a little bit of shadow here. This is rounded. There's gonna be a core shadow there. A reflected light next to the core shadow. The same here. Look at the eyebrows. Sometimes we see eyebrows and we think, oh, the eyebrows are dark. Yeah, but this eyebrow is lighter than this one. Yeah, it's not flat. It's not on a flat surface. It's a bit darker here. The same of this one. There's a bit darker here. The eyebrow is coming on top of the eye socket, getting kind of inside the eye socket. That's why it's a bit darker on this portion and lighter here because it's getting some light. It's like on the upper part of a mountain. This mountain is the eye socket, the upper part of the eye socket. Okay. The only problem that I explain these things and I try to paint those things, and sometimes just one brush stroke just and all those things are gone. But that happens, you know. Sometimes just I, you know, kind of I get the feeling that why oil is not easier. Why every time that I lay down brush stroke to move the other area, and sometimes it's so difficult to control, even when you're paying attention. It's gone. Sometimes you don't even notice. Sometimes I don't notice. Sometimes I just painting here, and all of a sudden I added one beautiful color, and it's gone. Well, yes, that's the way it is. That's the material. Rock Flower 62 is asking me, what kind of canvas do you use? This is cotton. It's prepared with 3 layers of gesso or 3 layers of satin wall paint. Hello, hello, Maria. Hello, Creator Holic. How do you manage to keep making corrections, adding more paint, without the colors mixing into a muddy mess? That's the thing, that they're gonna mix into a muddy mess. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Try to keep your brushes clean, just that when you pick up paint, because I think more of the problems happens when you are painting here, for example, and this color is touching the other color, changing the color of the that you got here, and then you go back here, and you continue doing this, and you pollute the mixture on your palette. Yeah, and not just that, you know, when you blend it, sometimes you blend the shadows away. If you don't have shadows, you don't have volume. Just imagine a sphere, any sphere that you have printed out there. Yeah? Imagine if you erase the shadows, the core shadow, midtones, what becomes? Something flat. It becomes a circle. A circle is flat, a sphere is three-dimensional. Yeah? Yeah. Sadly, that's gonna happen. We're gonna get muddy colors. The thing is that I have seen so many people being so afraid of muddy colors that they don't paint the shadows. You see the painting, the portrait, and without shadows. And it's not like they don't see the shadows. We all see shadows. It's just like they know they have experienced that a few times, and they got muddy colors, and they think, okay, you know, I don't want muddy colors on my painting. And the thing is that we gotta brace them just right away in order to control the colors. They're gonna be there. As soon as the oil paint came out from the tube, being pure, yellow, red, as soon as they move into the palette, they become grayish, muddy, compared to a pure one. And the more they move away, the grayish they look, the muddy they look. But it doesn't mean that they are not useful. It depends which area you paint. Hello, hola Miriam. Gracias. Okay. Oh, the ear. Okay. We're gonna paint the ear. It's around here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm checking the top, the bottom. Okay. The mandible. Okay. see this shape here. All of those things that I'm trying to see, just to place the ear here. I mean, that's what we need to do, you know, alignments and all of that. Okay, let's see. Here is a color shadow too. Here. Okay. Any question? Feel free to ask me any question. I want to add more color. No, it looks like it doesn't. I don't have any color. It looks like a monochromatic. It's obviously a monochromatic at this stage. Yeah, but I want to add more colors. You know, I think I need to knock down the background in order to, because this color of my canvas is competing with the color of the face. Yeah. I don't have any medium. I missed linseed oil. I've been trying to get to the store to buy linseed oil, but I couldn't make it. You know, two places that are difficult for me to go. Number one is the post office. Number two is the art store. And when I got there, I mean, I'm not buy as a crazy. I used to buy a lot of things when I just got into any art store. I think nowadays I have too many things, too many brushes, too many oil paints. Yeah, but now I need linseed oil. I have a little bit of turpenoid, the one that I use to clean the brushes, but I don't want to use it. Okay. Let's see, what if I just keep the light, a greenish light here and here, and all this upper area is darker, a little bit darker. What do you think? Or I should darken up the screen too? Or it's too mute? Okay, anyway, I need some contrast, because right now I don't have a really darker value to compare with the other values. Okay, I have here black, and I think I'm gonna put it down here. that's going to be my darker value. That's going to help me to control the other values. Okay. I mean, at least to compare. Let's see. Hola Luis, gracias. Okay. I don't think that the hair is that dark. But I need to place this black in some area. And I think, here, that's gonna be okay. Okay. I'm gonna mix more of this black with a Eastern crimson. Yeah. I need more raw umber for the hair. The hair looks dark, but I don't think it's black. But raw umber is a really darker color. I think I could use it for the hair. I'm gonna clean the brush. I have black here, and I'm gonna use just raw umber. Okay, stepping back, I see the whole structure of the face. You know what? I got the feeling that she needs more back here. I don't know why. I think she's pretty skinny. Yeah. More. Okay. What if I pick up pure black again with a little bit of alizarin crimson to have a chromatic black, and let's paint it here. I think it's too dark. Hey, we're just gonna keep it, okay? We don't have all the values that we need on the canvas. That's why I'm adding this really darker value, and at the same time I can just add the lighter one. The lighter one is gonna be on the nose, and this one green with a touch of yellow and a lot of white. This is gonna be the lightest light. Highlight. I'm gonna add it a little bit with a bit of paint, thicker paint. Okay, now a little bit of pink again for the light on the eye. Remember, when you find some dust, stick to the canvas, and you see how it's shining because it has some texture. We try to do the same when we add thicker paint, especially on the nose. Okay, I think on the face, just this black on the eyelashes and the pupil. Maybe that's gonna be the darker spots on the face. Because for the nostril it's not a dark, for the mouth it's not a dark. I'm adding more coming red here to paint the nostril. At the same time, one thing that I'm doing when I paint, for example, the nostril, remember what I did to place the ear? That I added these lines here and here, trying to find the alignments. I do the same, for example, here. I use a brush and, for example, what did I see here? Let's say the corner of the mouth is aligned with the pupil there. Okay, I don't want to put more lines on my painting, but try to find those alignments. Sometimes I do it with Photoshop. On the classes on Patreon, I do it with Photoshop first, and that way we know. But the idea is just use a brush, use a ruler, anything. That's why you see painters when they paint from life, just holding, the brush and doing this and this and this, checking all the possible alignments here and there. Stepping back and checking. Amber and red. Amber with a little bit of yellow. Need to darken up this area too. Darker. The hair should be darker. It doesn't look that dark. Maybe because there's a glare. Yeah, look at that. If I put my hand here. Yeah. I'm gonna add more colors to the face. A little bit of this green. Try to keep it. I'm gonna try to keep it. I'm gonna blend a little bit. Yeah, just there. This green with a little bit of blue. It's closer to the window. Okay? The face should get some light from the sky, and the light from the sky is what? It's light blue. Huh? Okay. Here, I'm just thinking I should keep this edge sharp or really soft. Okay. But no, it's not just because keeping that soft, sorry, is gonna make that area recede, which is gonna do that, but it's for the nose too. When you see something that's soft, that's affecting another area of the painting, and that's affecting the nose. Okay. What do you think? Any question? Hello, Perry, saying, you never use a tiento stick? Oh, okay. No. No, never. I was thinking. Hello, Michael. Thank you. Hello, Yvonne. Do you use the oil paint pure or with medium? Pure. Sometimes I use it with medium, with linseed oil. Hello, Sasa. Hello, Clara. Hello, Brian. Thank you. Okay. I'm just thinking if I make this soft too, this edge, pretty soft, blurry. I don't know yet. Thinking about a tiento, this stick, where you just rest your hand. I never used any tiento. But I never saw one of my friends using a tiento. I don't know why. But I saw a couple of painters using a tiento. Yeah, I don't remember when, why, I don't know. I think one of those was one of my teachers. But I never had the need of using a tiento. I think it's pretty useful. I don't know, when I see it, somebody using, I think, oh wow, that's pretty nice, to be able to rest your hand. But I don't use it anyway. Yeah. And now I'm thinking about using a tint. Pretty sure I'm gonna do it. Just like it's an idea is just flying in my head. But no here for YouTube or Facebook. You know, and live on YouTube and Facebook. I would do it when I paint. Use my paintings here, because of my setup, the camera. You know, my brushes, all the setup I have here is for me impossible to use anything, any tint or anything between the camera and the painting, because just, the camera is just in front of the painting and then just behind the camera. That's why sometimes people ask me to paint bigger paintings. You know, it's impossible for me to paint bigger paintings here. I mean, showing in this way, it's not possible for me. The only way that would be just putting the camera behind me, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna see my back more than the paint. And the promise you, it's not a beautiful view. Yeah, that's the, I did it once, you know, and I did it because I wanted to record just like 5 minutes. It was, I remember, a commission, a huge one, a portrait. It was like the just the face. It was like 3 feet, 3 feet long, and I wanted to show the client. And I thought that at that moment, you know, I bought a camera and I said, okay, I'm gonna just record it. And I did it. I recorded myself painting the big portrait. It was kind of okay, but you know, most of the recording was just me blocking the view of the painting, because I gotta just move. And at that time, I wasn't thinking that much about how the about the viewer's experience. When I started to teach, you know, I started to make changes, because some people, it was just like, we don't see the palette. You know, you're blocking the painting sometimes with your head and things like that. And I said, okay, I'm just gonna use a portion of the canvas as a palette. Okay, that was one thing. The other thing, I'm just gonna put the camera in front of me, and let's see. And I'm just gonna paint smaller paintings. Yeah. Because when I started to teach or creating some courses, the paintings was just twice the size of this. And then I did changes, and nowadays everything is just kind of this size. What do you think about just keeping all this edge pretty soft? Because I mean, I could have a little bit, a portion of the edge pretty sharp here, for example. Oops, this is too dark. There, pretty sharp, and then soft, and then sharp here, and then kind of soft, and then sharp here. I could do that. I don't know, you know, but want to see the nose just coming forward. I think I'm gonna keep this just. Oh, speaking about using the stick, this to rest my hand. Eventually I'm gonna do it because with time I'm pretty sure. I remember, one painter that I used to visit once a year, a long time ago. That was when I was in my 20s. In my 20s, I used to visit him. He lived in the south. I haven't seen him in maybe 20 years. No, yeah, maybe 20 years. I don't know if he's still alive, but he used to his hand when he was about to paint. It was like this always. It was like this, and as soon as he was about to lay down the brush stroke, it was pretty steady. Boom, he laid down the brush stroke, and for me it was wow, what's happening there? I don't understand why your hand is shaking that much. And as soon as he laid down the brush stroke, it was pretty steady. Yeah, but eventually, in one of those visits, he was using this stick, tiento, because he couldn't control anymore the shaking of the hand. He need to rest the hand to be able to paint. It was pretty nice because every time that I used to go to the south, to this city in the south, I visit him. Okay. We went to eat. We went to the same museum because the city had just one museum, and we used to go to the museum because he had. I think he still has one painting at the museum. He was pretty proud about his painting. And on every visit, it was about going to eat to a nice restaurant because for me, he was kind of my hero about painting. I admire him completely, just I don't know, it was just, for me, no, I'm not gonna say the best painter in the world. I'm saying that he was kind of my mentor, let's say. But I was pretty young. I didn't, I wish that would be this time that when I know more and I would be able to apply all his advice. But not that at that time I was 20, maybe 25, 28. The last time I went there, maybe I was just 40. That was the best because at that age, I was let's say more responsible. I was just eager to learn more than I was in my 20s. In my 20s, it was just a combination between learning and having a good time. Yeah. Okay, and just hang out with my people of my age and all of that. But every time that I went there, usually I spent 3 days at least, 3 days with him. Yeah. And that was amazing. Speaking about art, he admires Rembrandt a lot. A lot of knowledge on this guy. Yeah, I know him because of my mom. They were like boyfriend, girlfriend. They studied art together. And he was always, he used to say when we got some beers, because people that live from the south, they love the beers. Yeah, for sure. It doesn't matter how old they are, they're not gonna say no to a couple of beers. Yeah. And he used to say like, hey, he used to consider me like my son. Once told me, you're like my son because I met your mom for a long time, and this and that. Pretty nice. Okay. Kind of difficult to work the upper lip. Oh, let's see if there are some questions. Hello, Jonas. A mole stick. Yeah, that's Mark. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Sasa. Yeah, that's Mark. That's I'm speaking of mole stick. In Spanish it's tiento. That's why I was saying that tiento. I didn't remember the name in English. Sorry. Hello, Tina. Hello, Daz. Hello, Shakil. Thank you. Sherry Brown say, before you go for today, how much is your Patreon? Okay, you can join my Patreon. Starts at $4 per month. For $4, you join Fridays. We paint for 3 hours, still lifes, animals, landscapes. We paint one Friday with oil, the next Friday with acrylics, and the next 2 Fridays with pastel. And then you join drawing sessions. Drawing session is 24 per month. We draw from 7:30 p.m. to like 10 or sometimes 11 at night. And then the higher tier is 100, is for Saturdays. We paint portraits for 6 hours, 5-6 hours. It's pretty similar to here, but imagine that we are painting, you're painting, I'm painting, more patrons are painting. There's a small group because it's just up to 10 people. And the thing is that I critique all the paintings from time to time. Like I don't know how many times, but a lot of times during the process. And sometimes we critique each other's paintings. The good thing that happens that I think is pretty good is something that I had experienced as a student. What? When I saw my teacher critiquing the paintings, for example. My teacher, let's say, started from the right on the classroom. Started with one, that was the number one student. And he was saying, hey, you need to do this and that. I was just listening and seeing that and just retouching the same on my painting. And then he went to the second student, saying the same, making a critique. And I was retouching again the things that I saw, because sometimes we make we have kind of common mistakes when we are beginners. And something like that on the page, When I'm critiquing somebody, everybody's watching, and I'm pretty sure that helps everybody. And when you pay the higher tier, you have access to the lower tiers. That means you have access to drawing, Fridays, Thursdays, and all the recorded sessions. That there has to be like more than 200 recorded sessions. Yeah, between portraits, drawing, landscapes, still lifes, and all. No. Yeah, mostly people join the lower tiers. They see the recordings, and if they want, they just move up. Yeah. It depends. Some people just, it's impossible for them to be on the live sessions. They just gonna just pay, but they just watch the recorded sessions. I think most people watch the recorded sessions. I will have a group where some of my patrons post their works. It's pretty nice to see how people is getting better. I mean, the more they practice, the better they get. They got. Yeah, that's the link on the description box. Okay, hello Sylvia. Oh, Mark saying people in England love their beers as well. Or at least I do. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, Mark. Michael saying, how are your children getting on? Mine, they're doing pretty good. They should be on the gym right now. Mark is saying, I have learned a new Spanish word, tiento. It's tiento. T-I-N-T-O, tiento. Mole stick originates from German. My non-painting Austrian friend recognized the word when she asked me if I used one. Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah. Oh, Michael saying, what background would you recommend for me painting a black Labrador or a golden Labrador on the same canvas? I don't know if I'm pronouncing good this word Labrador, but I know it's a dog, a golden dog, Yeah. You know what? Lately, I prefer this orangey canvas. I think it's pretty good. I think it kind of creates some more luminosity, to the painting. And for example, this one today is kind of mute. I need to prepare more. What happens is I'm running out of this color, the color of that I used to tone my canvas, and I added some water, and that made this color kind of mute, kind of dark. Okay, a bit orangey is better, a bit more saturated. Yeah. There's a lot of things we can get really nice effects when we paint on a toned canvas. I'm gonna repeat a story that I said 100 times, I think. When I was a teacher in the School of Art, I remember this student. She wanted to participate on a landscape, what do you say, contest, challenge, on a plein air landscape challenge. And I remember she told me, what can I do to get better? Look at my paintings. Oh, no, all of her paintings looks kind of muddy and dull. Not too much contrast, not too much color. She was on the first year. That was okay. That was okay because she was on the first year. She was still learning. I told her, there's nothing that you can do about it, but you know what? Tone your canvas with yellow. Pick up yellow, just like temper any. If you can find even fluorescent yellow, use it. And she was like, really? Yeah, yeah. Tone your canvas with that and just paint like you usually paint. Don't worry about that. You just mix the colors the way you do it. Do the things the way you do it. Don't worry about the canvas. Just paint. And now I think you can picture the painting. Yeah, because when you paint at a prima, you don't have sometimes the same amount of time to cover the whole canvas, to put the same amount of paint to the whole canvas. And when she won the second prize. It was funny, but the landscape was pretty good. The yellow below, you can just feel it, how it was breathing beneath the her muddy, mute, dark colors. That was pretty amazing. Yeah. And on some areas where the painting was thinner, you can just see the yellow glowing. Yeah. You can say that was a nice trick. Yeah. That's the way how toning the canvas helps. Sometimes you can just tone it when, let's say, you don't want that effect. You don't want a lot of color. You can tone the canvas down with gray, which is you're gonna have a mute gray canvas. That means that you care more about values than color. Yeah. But that definitely helps a lot. We did that the last Friday. We paint a landscape, a little truck. We painted a little truck, and we toned the canvas red, or it was orange. Red, I remember red. And we're gonna do the same for tomorrow, for Friday session. We're gonna tone. I didn't pick up the image for tomorrow yet, but if maybe you're gonna try a green, we're gonna try green canvas. Paint something reddish on top. I don't even know yet. I gotta think about it, but definitely we're gonna tone the canvas with a really bright, saturated color. Okay, I need more color on the forehead and here. More color on the chin, or the lip too. I think I'm doing okay. Yeah. I'm gonna blend this shadow a little bit more. at the same time that I'm blending, sometimes I want to change the color. I pick up a little bit of a color just on the tip of the brush, and I blend, and I just change the color a little bit, the color and the value. What about the dinosaur? I don't know if I should paint the dinosaur there. What about the background? Okay. Thank you, Mark. Sherry saying thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. Hello, Lee. Hello, Philip. Hello, Chris. How you doing, Chris? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna paint the upper part here. I think green is gonna be okay. I want a sharp edge there, just there. Okay. And I want lost edge here. I need more white. Let's see if I paint the little dinosaur. It's just easier and faster to paint the background with linseed oil or any medium. see. Okay, that's pretty good, Chris. Still cooking, good looking. Hello, Carmen. Thank you, Maria. Little dinosaur. The hand, oh, the hand is gonna be difficult. I'm just gonna insinuate the hand a little bit. I'm gonna learn to sing when I got tired of speaking. I want to start singing. With this raw umber I have, this one is from Newton. Winton, sorry, Newton, Winton. You have a really nice grayish color. Neutral. When it's clean, it's not clean now, but when it's pretty clean, you mix this raw umber from Winton with white, and you get a neutral gray. Mostly what you expect when you mix black and white. Okay, I don't know what to do with the hand. I don't think that I'm gonna have enough time to paint the hand. And if I don't paint the hand, don't put more enough time on the hand, it's not gonna look okay. I wanna try to do it with few brush strokes. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna paint on top and just paint this piece of wood without the hand. Okay, I'm trying to copy here. How tilted is this? How tilted is this? And now alignment between the knuckle, this knuckle, and this shape here. And now how tilted this, and at the same time, the shape here, this shape, and now this shape. It's not working. I'm gonna try just to make it pretty blurry. Okay, now let's paint the little dinosaur. Oh, Carmen is saying, what kind of canvas are you using? It's just cotton. And apply 3 layers. For this one, I applied 3 layers of paint, just warm paint for the house, but satin, glossy. Okay, just the 3 layers, and I added, I toned it with acrylic. It's working pretty good. Just comparing. Okay. Okay. Just thinking for a second. Okay, I'm gonna paint the little dinosaur. Or I should change it and paint something else here. Maybe it's not gonna look like a dinosaur. Okay, I think that's enough. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, I think almost done. Uh, what else I can do? Maybe I should sharpen all this edge. What do you think? Like it? But let's see. Okay, let's. You know, when it's about edges, it's about finding the right balance. You know, a little bit sharp here, a little bit soft here. Oh, thank you, Seja. Thank you, Mark, Silvia. Gracias, Luis. Igualmente, saludos desde Perú. Okay. I don't know. What do you think? I could paint. I could paint more, 1 more hour. But I don't know if sometimes just when you just work on details more and more, it doesn't mean like the painting got better. Sometimes a little bit of softness is just in this lack of details and this kind of you know, this kind of effects between something that's kind of sharp and at the same time lost, like this, for example, this area. I should make it take it lost this edge more or less. Okay, things like that. For this, I could say that we need more time. You know, it's just like a try and error. We see it works, we try again. It doesn't work, it works, we keep it. Sorry, it doesn't work, we try again, and just like that until we find the right balance. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm gonna paint a little bit of the hand, and I think I'm done. Do you hear that? That was my little cat jumping on the door. Like a kung fu master. Let's see if I can add some touches of more color, like a little bit of pink. Just a touch. Just be sure that the value is right. Okay, the same pink here. Blending a bit. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, a little bit of green. Just a touch. Here. Oops. I'm going to clean the brush. Okay, I think that's it for today. As usually, I'm gonna stay a few more minutes. I'm gonna say bye, but I'm gonna stay. Usually I wait, you know, because when I know that I'm done, it's just like I start to see a few things that I gotta fix here and there. And this, you know, I'm pretty sure it's nothing. It's just me trying to, just saying, okay, it was just this little thing that I needed, but you know, I know that one brush stroke is not gonna change my painting at this stage. Okay, but anyway, if I don't do it, I'm not quite done. Just adding just one last brush stroke. Yeah, maybe there. Yeah. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Remember, don't go without pressing the like button. Obviously, you like it. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Chris saying you should call him Grasshopper. Oh, but this is a dinosaur. Oh, it would be better if I painted a grasshopper, eh? You should have told me before, Chris. Thank you, Mantosh. Thank you, Wailiolu. Okay. And thank you so much, everybody, for being here. See you all next week. Oh, grasshopper for your kung fu cat. Oh, okay. I thought you were speaking about the dinos. That doesn't look like a dinosaur, eh? Anyway. But maybe I misunderstanding. Grasshopper are those little insects, green insects. They're pretty strong. Kind of kill every insect in the insect world. I'm misconfusing maybe. I didn't paint any details on the eyes, like the white of the eye. Even that I see it, but I think it's okay like that. I hope it's okay. Usually I see the mistakes tomorrow, the next day. Okay. Bye, everybody. Okay. Gracias, Manuel. See you all next week.